billions of water droplets suspended in the atmosphere. That's what makes up a cloud. These water droplets gather together and can stretch for miles. They affect our light, our temperature, they make up our weather patterns, they even affect our climate. And everything that makes its way into the clouds began down here, in our rivers, our lakes, our oceans. It's a natural process. Today, the way Microsoft is extending Windows and the cloud to specialized devices is quite similar to this process.
So what Microsoft is doing is extending Windows and the cloud to the world of specialized devices, which is a very natural progression, much like the clouds that you see every day. So if you look at these embedded devices, they're becoming much more powerful, much more complex, and we see a lot of data being passed from these devices to the cloud. So this is going to have a fundamental impact in terms of the way you work, learn, and play. The theory of the Internet of Things is really what's guiding our investments in platform, tools, and services that we deliver into our customers, and allows them to really leverage the true power of the cloud.
The Internet of Things is the connection of the virtual world with the physical world. The connection of the physical world with the virtual world gives us a connection that has been lacking up until now. The idea is a simple one, is connecting physical devices to the internet. We have a virtual world and where documents are being connected. But wouldn't it be nice to be able to integrate the physical world to the virtual world? If we look at what we have in the world today, we have about 5 billion cell phones. We have about 7 billion people on the planet. The number of products that have a serial number attached to it are 10 trillion objects. This is certainly daunting, but there's also an integration here of the human, one where he can participate in this Internet of Things.
What we found is that the cloud will be an essential element in making the Internet of Things a reality.
The cloud actually exists beyond traditional IT, almost by definition. There's a whole spectrum of the cloud between what you think of as the public cloud way out there, all the way to on-premises. The whole spectrum is available to any device, frankly, on the face of the earth.
I know that Microsoft has always been a platform company, but I think in this case, in the case of the clouds, it seems that it's taken a step beyond that. And when you're speaking about such large volumes of data, I think this is something new, and this is a capability that very few companies have. We want something that's modular. We want something that has a rich tool ecosystem around it. And tools, certainly, like Windows Embedded, I think are making an impact in a way that no other operating system at the moment is making. We've always wanted a tool set that we could trim or extend. And I think a lot of what we're starting to see, certainly within Windows Embedded, is an operating system that you can customize. And that's quite valuable.
We provide a complete spectrum, starting from embedded devices, on-premises computers, all the way to the public cloud. This platform is designed to meet enterprise needs. Seamless, secure connectivity from the device to the cloud is very, very important.
So this is something that we're starting to see in a big, big way. Cloud platforms, coupled with web-friendly protocols, are having an impact upon which revolution is being built.
The demand for embedded devices will only increase. That's why we at Microsoft have built in Windows Azure a very large storage system that can consume and store all this data.
These devices are now going to be able to communicate data through the internet back to the enterprise that allows them to drive business intelligence scenarios. And what we're seeing is that this industry shift is happening across every single one of our vertical industries, from retail to automotive to healthcare, industrial automation. They're all experiencing this shift.
This is tremendous infrastructure that we haven't had before. I think that having that fabric, having those familiar tools, really provides a starting point upon which you can enable a revolution. All of this capability is very much what we want to realize in the Internet of Things for some time. The big effort has been, how do we more transparently show the information that is flowing? As you can tell, I get excited around this topic because I think scale and being able to have those insights is something that we've been after for a long time.
We're excited too, because we see a huge opportunity for our customers, our partners, and for the company. We clearly know what's going to be required to really make the Internet of Things a reality, especially when you look at the scalability, availability, and analytics in the cloud. When we think of devices, we think of the data that you'll be able to capture, analyze, and drive decisions around.
Microsoft is recreating many of the characteristics we see in cloud, but with the added benefit of controlling what goes in, what comes out, and where it goes. So the question is no longer what will this cloud do,
But what am I going to do with the cloud?
As we look ahead, the answer is simple.
Anything and everything.
And Microsoft will help you do it.